The easiest way to make a cheesesteak. Get some shaved steak, you can find it at any grocery store, and put it down in a hot pan. I'm gonna season mine with Reload Rub Magnum, but you guys can use whatever you want here. Try to break up the meat as much as you can. I sauteed some peppers and onions earlier. I put them in my portion, but my husband said absolutely not. Then I did my little water trick to make sure everything melted. Just popped the lid on for a few minutes and took it off when the cheese was melted. These are so quick and easy to make, especially with the meat already cut up, and that's how to make a super easy cheesesteak.
Okay, I've resisted banana pancakes for weeks, but maybe after like hundreds of comments asking for it, here's my version of the recipe. Take 1/2 of a banana, 30 grams of oats, 20 grams of cauliflower, but stay calm, just everybody stay calm, 15 grams of spinach, you won't taste it, add a tablespoon of maple syrup, 3/4 teaspoon baking powder, pinch of salt, and 2 eggs. Everything's written out here in case you want to screenshot it. And you know the rest, we flip, we stack, and let me know what pancake you want to see next.
Alright guys, I know y'all seen my boy Matt, Rourke Boys Barbecue, post about his killer smoked mac and cheese. So I had to see what all the hype's about. So I got my noodles boiled up. I used a can of evaporated milk, Parmesan cheese, Colby Jack cheese, salt and pepper. I used a little all queued up barbecue rub, just a little secret ingredient there. Next, 1/2 stick of butter, 1/2 stick of Velveeta cheese. Add milk as you go to get that creaminess that you see here. It is money. Now, let's dump that goodness in with the rest of the mixture. Mix it up good. Now we're going to hit it with a little more Colby Jack cheese all over the top of it. And of course, you got to hit it with a little more of that barbecue rub from all queued up. Next, got the smoker cranked up to 300 degrees. Camp Chef, throw it in there. And guys, let me tell you, he ain't lying. This is money.
Take some biscuits and flatten them all out. Add your taco meat. Add your cheese. Pop them in the oven for 350 for 15 minutes. And bam, mini taco.
I'm going to show you how to make these brownies with a secret ingredient. In a bowl, mix your oat flour, cocoa powder, sweetener of choice, grated zucchini, and baking soda. In another bowl, mix milk of choice and egg, some melted chocolate, and whisk it together. Pour your wet mixture into your dry mixture and combine until you get this brownie batter. Pour into a lined brownie tin. Top with optional chocolate chips and bake it in the oven. For the frosting, mix the ingredients on the screen until you get this thick frosting. Smear it on your brownies and add some optional sea salt. So good.
You guys saw what happened with the In-N-Out spread packet, and this time we're gonna make it at home. Let's mix together some mayo, ketchup, add some relish, a little vinegar, and some sugar, then just mix, 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 and keep on mixing it.
All right, let's make these really good fried cheesy bacon balls. Right here I'm boiling 4 medium Idaho potatoes. Go ahead and mash them up, and then let them cool down for 1 hour. While that's cooling down, I made about a pound of bacon. Once it's cooled down, I put 2 tablespoons of flour, pepper, Italian seasoning, and salt. 1 egg, give that a good mix. Now add your bacon in there, and it should look like that. Now form this into a ball. Now a patty. Go ahead and put some cheddar cheese right in the center, and try to make it into a ball, just like that. All right, now we're gonna put it in our AP flour, our egg wash, and our seasoned breadcrumbs. All right, and they should look like that. Now let's go ahead and get this in some hot oil. Let's say about maybe 3 minutes on each side. There you go. Now let's go ahead and plate these beauties up. Dip it in some BBQ sauce. Take a bite out of this and enjoy.
Let me show you a simple way to enhance any vegetables. I'm using broccoli, so as always, don't forget to use up the stem, give it a little peel, then you can cut it into rounds, half moons, wedges, whatever you want to do. I love using the stem, it's heaps of flavour and obviously heaps of goodness. So blanch it in boiling salted water, as always, make sure the water tastes like the ocean, that gives you the most seasoning. This is a little trick I learned of Gordon Ramsay. Season the top, then drain it, then add a little bit of soy sauce or shoyu, a little bit of sesame oil, toss that together, plate it up, and then just finish it with a scatter of sesame seeds. Hope you enjoy.
So all you need is a cup of hot water, 1 green tea bag, pour it in your cup, 1 spoon of turmeric powder, 1 spoon of ginger powder, then a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar with mother, honey, and lemon juice. Pour it all in your cup. Stir until it's well incorporated, then drink once.
First, you're going to add 1/2 cup of cheese. Then you're going to add 1 tablespoon of almond flour. Then you're going to add 1/4 teaspoon of baking powder. Then you're gonna add a dash of onion powder, another dash of garlic salt. Then you're going to mix it. Make sure you mix it to where the cheese is very cohesive with all the seasonings that were put in there. Mix, mix, mix. Then you're going to crack 1 egg and mix it again. It should look like this. Then you're gonna pour it into your Dash waffle maker. We got this little one from Target. Close it. Voila.
I've got lemons, whiskey, and smoked salmon. Let's make this creamy delight. Ingredients. Make the butter dance on a low flame and add your salmon. Cooking it in lemon juice and smoky whiskey makes it a masterpiece, just like you are. The cream should be salted with a scrunch of pepper and then cooked for 5 minutes. Now is a good time to boil the pasta. I chose this tagliolini pasta. It's like fettuccine, but cut in half. The trick is to take your pasta out a couple of minutes early and finish cooking it in the sauce so that it absorbs all of its flavors. Add pasta water and work it. Everything blends together like magic. Just gorgeous.
The next time you buy a whole chicken, try this marinade. Grab a bowl, crushed red pepper, some white cooking wine, olive oil, thin sliced white onion, lots of garlic, parsley, salt, and pepper. Mix it up really well. Add your whole chicken and let it marinate for about 2 to 3 hours. So if you're sick and tired of eating the same kind of chicken, definitely give this a go. Super delicious, full of flavor, you'll love it.
Let's make this roasted cherry tomato pasta one of my favorite weeknight meals. Start with 2 pounds of cherry tomatoes, 1 tablespoon minced garlic, 6 thyme sprigs, 1/4 teaspoon of crushed red pepper, 1 teaspoon of ground sumac, 1/2 cup of olive oil, 1 tablespoon of balsamic vinegar, and a whole lot of kosher salt. Give it a good old mix, which is oddly satisfying. Then pop this into a 300-degree oven for about 1.5 hours until your tomatoes are jammy and gorgeous, just like this. I pour this over 1 pound of penne that I cooked, and you're just going to stir the two together. The tomatoes are going to break down and form this glossy, creamy sauce. That is what good pasta sounds like. All that's left to do is shove it in your mouth.
Copycat Applebee's quesadilla burger. Take some of this and mix it together with some ground beef and taco seasoning. Form it into a large patty and put it in a hot pan with butter. While that's finishing up, melt some butter in a large pan. Put a tortilla down and then add some cheese on top. I chose American. Add tomato, shredded lettuce, and a little red onion. Now take your burger and put it right on top. Add more cheese. I'm using cheddar now. And I'm going to add a little ketchup. Why not? Top it with another tortilla and just brown it on both sides. It's looking good in there. We have a really ugly top tortilla situation happening due to some melted cheese, but let's just ignore that. So just cut it in half, and that's what it looks like. What should I copycat next?
I have a really special recipe for you guys today. This is a dish I always asked my grandma to make me when I was little. I was so happy my mom found her cookbook because I haven't had this dish in over 10 years, and I really miss my grandma's cooking. Now, my grandma was not the most gourmet cook, but everything she made was made with love, and she loved being in the kitchen, just like me. Start off by dicing up a bunch of colorful veggies. I chose bell peppers, onions, carrots, and celery because that's what she always used. It's funny to me because going through her cookbook, the only seasoning she ever used was garlic salt, but you can use your favorite seasonings too. When the veggies are soft, you're going to sear your pork chops in the same pan and then transfer them to a casserole dish. Another thing I noticed going through her cookbook is that there was always a can of condensed soup of some sort. This one she used cream of mushroom. Honestly, it was bittersweet making this dish because now I really miss my grandma's cooking, but I know she would be happy I shared it with you guys.
Keto mac and cheese, you're going to love this. 3 cups cauliflower, 3/4 cup heavy cream, a teaspoon Dijon mustard, 1.5 cups cheddar cheese. Stir it all together, pour it over the raw cauliflower. Now you're going to bake it 350, 35 minutes. Take it out. Enjoy it. You're going to love it.
You are going to love this quick and easy, everything but the bagel chaffle. You're going to need 1 egg scrambled, 1 tablespoon of almond flour, 3/4 cup of mozzarella cheese, 1 teaspoon of the everything bagel seasoning, and then some softened cream cheese to top with. You're going to sprinkle a little bit of mozzarella cheese in your mini waffle iron, add in half of the mixture, and then sprinkle a little bit on top. And then you're going to close it and let it cook for about 1.5 minutes or until it gets as crispy as you would like it. This actually makes two chaffles. This is such an incredible breakfast. I hope you guys enjoy and have a wonderful morning.
Here's how you can make apple cider vinegar for pennies. You'll need an apple, a glass jar, sugar, a swatch of cloth, and rubber bands. Put your sugar and your apples in the jar and pour warm water over the top. Place it in a cabinet. After 3 weeks, strain out the apples, then let it rest for a month and you're left with this beauty.
Easy chicken taquitos. Spray lined baking sheet and preheat oven to 425 degrees. So I cut this recipe in half because it is just me. So 2 cups of shredded chicken, half a bunch of green onions, a good cup of shredded Mexican cheese, half a brick of cream cheese, and this is the only thing I didn't cut in half because you can never have too much bacon. So a whole pound of cooked and chopped bacon. I use the Black Label maple bacon because, let's be real, we all know it's the best. After mixing, if you want it more creamy, add more cream cheese. Once mixed, add half a pack of ranch seasoning. Place about 2 tablespoons of the mixture onto the tortilla, roll it up, and place it face down. When they're all ready, spray the tops with cooking spray and sprinkle with salt. Put it in the oven for 15 to 20 minutes or until the edges are golden brown. Done.